Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like the Dapper Dawn, giving them microphone, dressed like $1,000,000, diamond things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Oh yeah, listening to me. Put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Steve Harvey. Oh, listen, Steve Harvey. Why don't you join in? Yeah. Steve Harvey. Get on, y'all. Better give me some eggs while I listen to Steve Harvey. Yeah, join in with me. Go with me, help me say. I'm so grateful. You gotta. Turn it on, yeah. Turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. I know y'all can hear me on. Turn it up. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Yeah. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on. Turn them up, Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Steve Harvey turn them on in the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on, do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You are listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now, one and only. Steve Harvey got a radio show. Okay, I got something for you today. I'm gonna have a conversation this morning about my understanding of grace. Now that I've gotten older and I've come into a better understanding of a lot of things I didn't know about when I was younger, this is just my interpretation of grace. Now, once again, y'all, listen to me. I ain't nobody's pastor. I ain't nobody's minister. So, I'm pretty sure you can go to church and get a far more extensive definition of one I'm giving you. I'm just talking to people. Grace is this thing that God provides for us. And grace is just things that you get that's really undeserving. I look at my life as it is today. Look, I work hard and I have faith in God. That I do. So things are going to happen in my life. But the way my life is now, I don't deserve all of this. I don't look at it that way. I have been the beneficiary of God's grace. I have aligned myself in a position to accept whatever grace God has for me. And it will be far abundant and exceedingly in anything you could think of. His grace supersedes anything you could possibly imagine. The goals that I set and the aspirations that I shoot for and the things that I have on my dream board, I have the faith that God will give it to me. But what he does with grace, he gives you far more than that. He gives you what he has for you, not what you can see. You can't see all he has for you. It's impossible. Who are you? How can you possibly imagine what he can imagine? How can you possibly think how he can think? How can you possibly do what he can do? How can it be? There isn't a single mind living or a collection of minds that could have thought of earth. What in your wildest imagination could have made you think of earth, the stars, the heavens, the oceans, the galaxy, the constellations? What in your mind? What in any man's mind? We can point at it and analyze it, but we sure couldn't have thought of it. So come on now. I'm talking about lining yourself up with God's grace, which he will give to you if you want some of it now. But now here's the thing about grace. It can't be bought. If it could be bought, I'm telling you, I would pour all the money I have and dump it into grace. Because after discovering what it is, it's this goodness that God shines on you simply as a reward of some type for his love for you and for you attempting to do right. Not because you get it right, because if he judged us purely on how we are, the right and wrong of it, we would all be doomed. All of us. Every last one of us would be doomed. Because we all fall short. We all make mistakes. We all sin. We all get it wrong from time to time. Nobody's perfect, man. Now I understand what my mother was singing about cleaning the house. All I want is a little more grace. All I need is a little more grace. When the last time you asked God for some grace? Now, I'm not talking to you like I know everything. If you just benefit from his grace, which you already have, but if you're not aware of it, you don't know what's going on. Become aware of grace. Get aware of the fact that God does things for you simply because he loves you. He does things for you that you don't even deserve. Somehow you just wonder how you just got over. When you didn't even do the things to get over. Sometimes you don't even know how you got that job you got. When you ain't even really do the things to get your job. How you end up where you are. All this education you thought you went and got and had. How you end up where you are today. In a much better position than your education could have ever gotten you. That's grace. How I get every place I am today. I didn't plan this, man. If I could have planned my life the way it is, don't you know I'd have done it when I was living in that car? If I knew how to do it. No, I benefited from his grace. I'm just a beneficiary of his grace, of his goodness and his mercy. God's goodness is better than your goodness. God's goodness is better than your mother's goodness. It's better than your wife's or your husband or your boo's goodness. God's goodness is different. His goodness, man, covers some stuff you can't even imagine. So while you're trying to put your life together, when the last time you asked him for just a little bit of grace? When have you thought of your life in terms of the grace that it has already benefited from? Have you ever done that? Man, just thought about, you hear songs like My Soul Look Back and Wonder How I Got Over. That was grace. That's all I can call it. Now, like I said, you can go to church or somewhere if you want to, and ministers that went to school to teach this thing way better than me. I'm just giving you from a layman's standpoint, man. Have you thought about his grace? Would you not be well to be a beneficiary of his grace? Would it not? Now, check this out. The better you try to do, the more grace he'll give to you. And that grace can't be bought. Like I said, it's free. You can't purchase grace. But the better you try to become, the more grace he gets to put your way. So, man, just try. Why don't you just try to do better? Look, man, quit talking about, I'm going to start next week. I'm going to start at the new year. No, you're not. You do that every year. At the new year, I'm going to eat better. At the new year, I'm going to go on get in here. In the new year, if you're going to do it, you're going to do it now, man. You're going to do it now. Stop trying. Do it. Stop talking about it. Do it now. The best way to benefit from his grace is start in action now. N-O-W. Now. Right now. Today. What you waiting on? All you doing is delaying his opportunity to bless you. Man, do you know how many times we do that? We delay his opportunity to bless us by not starting now. If you're going to get healthy, why don't you start now? Now, you're going to trip a little bit because the holiday's coming, but you ain't got to eat bad all the time. You could start eating correct today. You could. And then guess what? There could be some grace on the end of that. I'm just giving you a little cheap analogy. But do you feel what I'm saying to you? Start thinking in terms of grace. What he has done for you and provided for you that you ain't even see coming. That, you keep calling them blessings, and I got that. A lot of it, and that's all it is. But, man, have you thought about the stuff that didn't happen to you you can't account for? For me, that's been grace, and I'm a beneficiary of it, and that's available to everybody that wants some. So next time you're talking to him, just check in with grace. See what that is. That's better than money.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your undivided attention, please? Today is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. I have a special announcement today. Today is January 17th. Today is a great day. In the mind of not many, at least two people. I'm glad and Marjorie's glad that 63 years ago, a child was born. Not in a manger, but in the living room that looked like a barn. The boy was born to two old people from the country, a coal miner and a Sunday school teacher. They raised him well. They hoped the best for him. They had no idea that him was me. Ladies and gentlemen, my mama, Eloise Veer Harvey, and my daddy, Jesse Slickman Harvey, made me. I am here today celebrating 63 years of living, man. Happy birthday, Steve Harvey. Boy, I didn't see this coming. I swear I didn't. I thought I was gone at 41. I saw it end at 60. I thought it was over at 24. 33 when the police had me hemmed up on the ground and that prop stopped them with my car, opened up and they said they was going to blow my brains. I thought I was going there. But I'm here. Happy birthday, Steve Harvey. Shirley Strawberry.
Happy birthday, Steve Harvey. We're so glad you're here. We're so glad you're here. Happy birthday.
What's up, crew? How y'all doing? I ain't going
What
through
up?
that.
Happy birthday, big
Happy
dog.
birthday, Unc.
Happy
birthday,
Steve Harvey.
Honor me.
And welcome back, J. Anthony Brown.
Honor me.
Man.
Honor me, honor me.
Yeah.
It's all about me today.
Happy birthday, dog.
Give it to me.
I'm so glad God birthed you, too.
I am too.
Give me these balls.
What do you get a man that don't need a damn thing? I mean, how do you
Give him
shop
some
for
more.
him?
Just give me this. Honor
Man.
Some love.
The flyest 63-year-old I've ever seen.
more words.
More work. I love that.
Just words.
The
I got everything I
sexiest,
need.
the
Words.
richest, the funniest,
Start over, Shirley. Start over.
the sexiest.
Stop
the
right there. Go ahead,
richest.
Carla, your
Stop.
turn.
Oh, wait. Stop.
The
We do it one at a
funniest.
time.
It's his
Tommy, hold
birthday.
up,
Tommy,
hold
shut
Tommy.
up.
You shut up.
Okay. All right, go ahead.
Yeah. You can't hate on his birthday.
Shut.
Well, you know, this will always have the black birthday party. People start to fight. You know how it goes.
Carla, go ahead. Give me one.
I said the funniest.
Thank you. Junior,
You're
the
welcome,
best
baby.
teacher I've ever known.
thank you. J. Anthony Brown,
The genuineness, most genuineness.
Most generous.
thank you. Now, Tommy, I know it's going to hurt you, but
I
just
got you.
try.
I'm good.
Try to come up with
Greatest,
something.
greatest uncle you could ever dream of
Thank
having.
you. Back to you, Shirley.
The richest.
Carla.
Keep going.
The greatest storyteller ever.
True that. True that.
Julia.
The best person to go to Vegas with.
The cutest with those cute little dimples in your cheeks.
I'm not really cute.
It
Jay,
wasn't your turn, Shirley.
All right,
It
listen,
was not
coming
your
up
turn again.
at 32 minutes after the hour, it is Steve's birthday. J. Anthony Brown is here. J. Anthony Brown is back with The Year We Were Born. We'll find out all about that right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Happy birthday to our fearless leader, our captain, the one and
sir, yes,
only
sir.
Steve Harvey. We love you, Steve. You know how
That's
much we
my
really,
dog.
really love you. Yeah.
We do.
Seriously, coming up at the top of the hour, gotta say this, another person we love. It's not his birthday, though. Mr. Tyler Perry will be our special guest. But right now, someone
I'm
else
just
we
tell
love.
y'all right now. Y'all gonna stop this right now. Ain't nobody overshadowing me today.
No, we're bringing it back. Listen.
I have no idea
Birthday
why y'all
boy.
would have. Listen to me. I have no idea why y'all would have damn Tyler Perry on this show today. When y'all
Because
know
he got more money than you?
More money. More money.
More houses.
Only thing I got more than Tyler Perry is kids and marriages.
That's it.
Steve, that's funny, man. Oh my God,
He
that's
just kept
funny.
it 100,
I
didn't
know.
he?
All right, so Steve, J. Anthony
101.
Brown has been out. He's back today.
I'm back
He's
today.
here to break down the year you were
The
born.
year good one.
Come on,
First of all,
Jay.
Steve and I met. When did we meet, Steve?
1985.
1985. Well, the year you were born, the #1 show on TV was Gunsmoke and I Love Lucy, which meant any time a black person was on television, somebody had to yell out, "Black people on TV!" You had to let them know.
That's true. That is true.
I love
That ain't no lie, Jay.
Gas was 31 cents a gallon.
Dog, Jay, I bought it. I bought gas for 38 cents a gallon.
31 cents a gallon. Now that meant the same guy that was putting that nasty fluid on your window and asking for $1 was still there. He was still around.
Yeah.
A dozen eggs would cost you 57 cents for a dozen eggs.
What?
Black people cholesterol was still high and is going higher, okay? When you was born, Steve, the Cleveland Browns had a record of 9-1. Lord, we can get some of them guys to play today.
Oh, that's
we
changed.
Jim Brown.
That's changed.
That was very unfair.
A postage stamp was 3 cents, which means if you mailed a letter when Steve was born, you might be getting that letter today. That's what that means. If you might be getting it.
It just got here.
It just got here. The average rent was $75 a month. Also, that meant the average person was 2.5 months behind in their rent.
Wow.
A movie ticket was 67 cents. And the year that you was born was the first time black people started talking in the movies. That's when you were born. That started right there. A man's full suit was $28. Now, you could only get a suit color in black, brown, and gray, except in Cleveland and Detroit. You can get any color you
Boy,
want. You can
pimp
get
like that, boy.
Crayon.
They're just like that,
Crayon.
Jay. All day. Albert's been open since slavery ended.
Yes, it has. Yes, it has. The year that you was born, Steve, this is the great fact right here. George Wallace had graduated from high school, had received his master's. His mama was his chauffeur and his opening act. She would do 15 minutes about who his real daddy was the year you was born. That's all I have to say. Happy birthday. Steve.
Wow.
Happy birthday.
Man, thank you.
Now, that's how you birthday somebody right there. That's how you do it.
Okay.
Welcome back, Jay. Happy birthday, Steve.
Whoa.
Happy birthday, man. Happy birthday.
Doggy.
Yeah,
You're
happy birthday.
What's been the most memorable birthday, dog? Which one?
You know, the Bible has something that's really been true in my life. It said, if you love me and you honor me, your latter days will be greater. My 60th birthday was one of my, I probably will never forget. I had every last one of my children, all of my grandchildren, my in-laws. We were all on the island of Aguila. My wife had gotten a yacht. We had some people on the boat with us, and we had everybody put up at the Four Seasons Hotel in Aguila. And she got a villa on the island, and so we could go from the boat to the villa. They could go from the villa to the boat, and that was probably my 60th birthday. That gift she gave me was like really off the chain, man. It had topped everything I'd ever had prior to that. My 60 was pretty good.
Man.
And today I won't have all that, but I don't want all that. I didn't think I wanted that then, but Margie don't listen to you. She do what she want to do. So.
Right.
You 60, it's the big one. That's it. So we have
Milestone birthday.
But today, you know, I'm in Africa and you know, I'm working.
They got birthday cake and stuff in Africa.
Oh no, here's the deal. Today, you know, I've been doing intermittent fasting and I've been watching my everything. Today, all bets is off.
I hear you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, what you
Soon
gonna
as
eat?
I get off this show right here, first thing I'm eating is some waffles and some chicken.
Yeah.
There you
I'm
go.
having
That's how you
fried
started.
chicken and waffles. Then on my lunch break, I'm gonna have pizza, and then for dinner, I'm having some type of cake, ice cream, and some type of real fattening food.
Ooh,
That's how our
birthday cake.
family do it. Ice cream got to be in it, partner.
Birthday
Somewhere.
cake and ice cream? Yes, Lord.
Now, I don't want nothing grilled, sauteed. Everything I
Nothing
eat today
baked,
gonna be fried.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, for real. For real. Can I tell y'all something? You know, we were doing, Jay, you was telling me all of the stuff about how old I was. Can I tell y'all how old I really am?
Yeah.
When I was born,
Yeah.
J. Anthony Brown was on his third wife.
When you were born?
And his youngest child was 48.
Happy birthday, Steve. Coming up next, it is the nephew with Run That Prank Back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, coming up at the top of the hour in entertainment news, Tyler Perry will be our very special guest. But right now, nephew in the building with Run That Prank Back. What you got for us today, Neff?
Your wife gave me a disease.
This one's for
Let's
Jay.
go, cat dog.
Hello?
Hello, I'm trying to reach Dante.
Yeah, this is him. Who this?
Hey, how you doing, man? Just to be certain, you Dante that's married to Tammy, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So listen, man, sure you've heard about me, maybe heard my name before, because I used to date Tammy way before you guys got married. My name is Marcellus. So I just wanted to call and say how you doing, but I needed to talk to you.
Oh, okay, yeah, I know. She mentioned y'all used to be together before. Okay, I've heard about you. What's the phone call for?
I needed to talk to you, man, and I've been holding this back at least 4 years. I haven't said anything, and I can't hold it no more, man. I'm going through so many issues right now. I gotta get this thing. I gotta get the grips on this thing that I'm going through. But I wanted to come to you, man to man, talk to you about this situation. I hate to bring it to you like this, but when me and Tammy were together, man, I don't even know how to say it. When we was together, Tammy gave me a disease, man. So, I've been holding this, and I wanted to hit you up. I thought about it 2 years ago, 3 years ago. I wanted.
What do you mean? Like she gave you a disease?
She gave me a disease about 4+ years ago. This is way before y'all got married. From my understanding, y'all been married about 3 years, right?
Yeah. Oh my God. Okay, and you're calling me to give me the heads up?
No, man, no. I'm calling because, dude, these damn the medical bills and all this is just completely out of control. I can't even, I can't take care of myself no more with this, and I don't feel like I have to because she the one that gave me the damn disease.
Okay, so you're calling because you want me to pay for you want us to pay for your medical bills,
dude. I mean, damn, dude. Put yourself in my position, man. What's a brother supposed to do? I'm sitting over here with a disease somebody gave me, and they going on with their life.
Bro, yeah, but this is so you're calling me, telling me my wife gave you a disease. First of all, she would have told me that. Secondly, now you're telling me like I might have some. You got to be kidding me. Well, what the did she give you? What disease are you talking about, man?
At this point, I don't even want to discuss it. I just want to get on board. Can we get some kind of understanding with this medical bill that it's out of control?
Man, I'm not paying. Okay, I'm not going to pay for your medical bills, especially when I don't even know what the you mean. What do you mean she gave you a disease, man? I'm over here freaking the out.
Hey, dude, I understand, bro. I hope you good. I really, but I'm just saying, man, dude, I don't know what to do no more, man. I really don't. Like I said.
Well, okay, yo, tell me, all right, you talking in circles. You're telling me something you caught 4 or 5 years ago? Well, what, is it some that's uncurable? What the disease are you talking about, man?
Dude, I'm trying, regardless of what it is, I'm trying to handle the medical bills on it, man. That's what I'm trying to do.
Dude, but what kind of medical bills could you have for some you caught 4 years ago? Like 4 years ago, you should have been able to fix that. What is it?
Dude, she gave me the disease, and now I I need somebody to pay these damn bills. That's all I'm saying to you. All right? That's all I'm saying, Dante.
Yo, and what I'm telling you, Marcelo, is quit playing and tell me what the disease this is.
It's Marcellus, man. It's Marcellus, okay?
I don't care what your name is. I'm giving
man, y'all gave me diabetes.
What the diabetes?
Your wife gave me diabetes, man.
Man, you must be telling me the hell you can't somebody give you diabetes? What you mean she gave you diabetes?
Man, your wife was cooking all them cakes and pies and all that sugar, and just
man, you came out, bro, had me thinking my wife gave you herpes or some man. You just don't know how to work out, you know how to eat. That's on you, man. I ain't paying no bills for that diabetes. What is wrong with you, man?
Oh, so now this funny.
Yes.
You laughing?
Are you funny?
Hold on. You laughing at me, Dante?
Yes, I'm laughing at you. Call my phone talking about my wife gave you diabetes, bro. For real? This is stupid, bro.
Hey, can I say something else, though, Dante?
What? What you want to say?
I want to say this, Dante. You just got pranked, baby. This nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Your wife, Tammy, got me to prank phone
call you. Damn. Yo, that's...
Oh, snap. I got you, baby. I got you, baby. It's 2020, baby. I got you.
Wow. Okay, see, she told me about Marcelo, but I never heard his voice, bro. I was on fire. Oh my God.
You good, man?
Oh my God. Oh, you had me so scared, dude. Talking about a disease, bro.
Especially a disease that's 4 years lingering. That's like, whoa,
bro.
What is that?
Oh my God, man. When she got home, I was about to be so mad, bro.
Hey, man, you got to tell me this, man. Come on, Dante. What is the baddest? And I'm talking about the baddest radio show in the land.
Man, y'all funny, dude. It's the Steve Harvey Morning Show, man.
2020, Happy New Year, Dante.
Happy New Year, too.
Are you eating right? You ain't got no diabetes, do you? You eating right?
Dude, now I'm worried, bro. I know you could catch it like that, bro.
Come on now. Nephew in here. Just tell me how you feel about me. That's all.
Come on, man.
Just tell me how you feel about me.
Diabetes.
Did I make you proud, Junior? Did I make you proud, though? That's
dog. She gave me diabetes.
Wow.
Jay. Diabetes, though?
Jay.
Charlotte, North Carolina, the nephew is in town. Last night was off the chain, but I have added a show for Charlotte. It is Sunday at 4 o'clock p.m. at the Comedy Zone. Tommy has added another show. There it is. It's on sale right now. Nephew, Comedy Zone, Charlotte, North Carolina. There it is.
Tommy, can I tell you something truthfully, man? Since this is my birthday, and I'm being honest with my birthday. Your rise and your success has been one of the proudest moments of me as an uncle. Out of all my nephews, I think your ass has took advantage of who you are and your talent better than all of them, man. I just want to say thank you for repping the family.
I appreciate that. Oh, my God. Is this on tape?
All right, listen, coming up at the top of the hour, our special guest.
Enjoy this on the commercial break. Go ahead.
Yeah, our special guest will be the incredible, the wonderful Mr. Tyler Perry right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, y'all, as promised, we got a special guest this morning. He family, period. He family. Sits in on the show. He's a megastar, period. Producer, got over 40 films. He's inked deals with some of the biggest deals in television, OWN Network, Viacom, BET, not to mention having the first black-owned major film production studio that sits on 330 acres in Atlanta.
Yeah.
I have shot 2 shows there, y'all. And let me tell you something. I have shot on every lot in Hollywood. There ain't not a one, Glendale included. I've been on every lot there is. If you go to this man's studios in Atlanta, Georgia, prepare yourself because you are riding on top of the line, top-notch first-class production facilities, bar none. I don't care who they are. It's cold as Universal, all that Fox, Century, all of them. They ain't got nothing on it. And ain't nobody sitting on 330 acres. Owned by the Confederacy, bought by a black man. You better shut up,
baby.
Steve. Introduce
Shut up, Steve.
Sitting on 330 acres in Atlanta, Georgia, he continually gives 100% in everything he does and holds true to his newest movie that's out now, exclusively on Netflix. It's called The Fall from Grace. Ladies and gentlemen, none other than our friend, the one and only Tyler Perry.
Tyler!
Hey,
Tyler!
hey.
Morning, Tyler!
Morning, TK.
Tyler!
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How your birthday wishes are in order?
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
you know, Tyler, I done had a lot of them. They starting to mean more every year. You know?
Yeah. Hey, listen, you got to appreciate every one of them, man. I'm with you. I'm right
Well, let me
behind
tell you something. Yeah, because missing one ain't good, so.
No, exactly.
I'm
That's
grateful.
exactly right.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
Missing them ain't good. Hey, man, let's talk about this. For the first time ever, you've done a film on Netflix. It's called The Fall from Grace. It's a thriller, and it's around a woman that's charged with the murder of her husband. But what is this movie about? Tyler Perry, this is new for you, man. This is a thriller. So what can we expect? It's on Netflix.
My problem is trying to get through all of all these interviews without giving away so much of it, because I'm telling you, there's so many twists and plot turns at the end. Everybody who's seen it has been on the edge of their seat, screaming, yelling, can't believe it. And people call me predictable. You ain't figuring this out. You ain't gonna figure this one out at all. I read something. They were like, "Oh, Tyler, they saw the trailer. Like, oh, I know the whole movie. I've seen the trailer. It's all that Tyler Perry stuff." Let me tell you something. Watch this movie. I promise you won't
You're
even
not
be
gonna
able to.
figure it out.
You won't. The twists and turns. You're not
No.
gonna be able to figure it out. Did you see it, Jay?
Yes, I did. Let me say something, Tyler. This should be a theater where you have mandatory black people talking in the movie. I'm talking about they should definitely be allowed to talk in the theater, okay? Because
That's the
being
great
silent is
thing
not
about
going to
Netflix.
work.
That's the
Yes.
great thing about Netflix. You can sit at home and talk all you want.
Hey, Tyler, you must have got tired because look, I know you, man. I know what you've done for this business. Mm-hmm. But you know when people talk about it's predictable, you done got sick of their ass a little bit, just a little bit.
You know the thing about it is, I keep winning, so it's all right. Let them keep talking.
Oh,
because
yes, Tyler. Yes.
Every time I look up, every time I turn around, I'm being more and more blessed. And you know what it is? Because God has given me an audience that is with me. I mean, I got some ride or die. So the haters, they ain't going to see it no way.
What? That's right. But we'll all be there.
Yeah. So
And you know what, man?
Focus on the love.
And really, man, what has a hater stopped anyway? Nothing.
Yeah.
This movie got Crystal Fox, Priscilla Rashad, Cicely Tyson. You starring in the movie, too. This had to be a great cast for you, man. Tyler, how do you pull these people together, man?
No, listen to me, because I wrote this movie before Acrimony, so it's been on the shelf for a while. But I was waiting for the right cast. And this is Crystal Fox. She plays Hannah on the Have and Have Nots. 40 years in the business. This is her first time having a leading role. And this woman is brilliant. She is killing it. And Felicia Rashad is killing it. And she plays a character that's going to blow everybody's mind. Cicely Tyson. Makad is, leading man, killing it in this thing. And Brisha Webb, her first time in a dramatic role, they killed it. I just can't wait for people to see it. I'm so excited because everybody around the whole world gets to see it at the same time. That's the first time that's ever happened with one of my films.
Oh, wow. So national and international, global.
Yeah, it's on
global
Netflix.
with
So
Tyler.
you can be over there in Africa watching it at the same time we're watching it here in
Dog, I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
And I'm off Sunday.
Yeah,
Oh.
there it is, man. There it is.
I'm finna punch up because it's on right now on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, starting at midnight tonight. Wait a minute. What day is it? What time is it? Oh, you're right. I've been promoting so much I don't even know what day it is. Yes, it's on Netflix right now. Go watch it right now.
Hey,
After
man,
the
I'm going to
Steve
tell you
Harvey
something.
show.
Well, you watching now. Hell, we don't get rated like that no more. They got these damn meter boxes now, so I don't give a damn.
But you digress. Back to Tyler.
I'm sorry. I just had a moment. All right, y'all. Hey, listen. Ignorance is in full blast. So y'all hang on. We'll be back with more with ignorant ass Tyler right after this. We're going to put it off on you, Tyler.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, everybody. We're back, and we've been sitting here talking with one of our favorite people. He's a family member, Tyler Perry. Now, you know what, Tyler, man, like, it's so cool, man, because, you know, man, to watch a cat like you, who's like a Christian but a real dude at the same time, you know what I mean, man? You ever talk with a Christian and you can't really talk because he done crammed so many scriptures at you that your head is scrambling? You know, brother, 1 Corinthians 4:19 says, and then Mark 3:8, dog, I don't know none of these.
I need a cussing Christian. You need a cussing.
Yeah. It's just, hey, man, how have you kept the balance in your life just to maintain true to who you are and at the same time be this huge megastar that you've become?
You can't grow up in my mama's house and Maxine's house and be anybody else. She wasn't a person that faked it. She wasn't a person that, we lived as we were. And I don't know how to be anybody else other than myself, man. I'm grateful for everything I have. Wow. It could all be gone tomorrow. I want to celebrate it. I want to wake up appreciating it. I don't complain about it. I just get in there and do what I got to do. So when you realize that you can be on a plane and everything's gone the next second, it can be over at the next second. How can you be arrogant and cocky about that? And so I'm just grateful to God that He's holding it all together for me.
Yeah, you know something, man.
Amen.
Go ahead, Tyler.
Go ahead, Jay. Mr. Perry, when do you
Mr. Perry, hold up, man.
Yeah.
Hold up. You ain't going to kiss his ass that hard.
No, you have to. Mr. Perry.
That's what he said.
Mr. Perry.
Damn. He said, you answer, Jay. Damn.
And he's still calling you Steve.
Mr. Perry, I've been Steve the whole damn time. Go ahead, Jay.
I'm talking to Mr. Perry, okay?
That's right.
Go ahead,
Jay.
But I'm talking to Mr. Perry. Mr. Perry.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
When do you sleep? That's what I want to know.
I listen, I build in breaks. Steve will tell you this. I build in breaks for my life. I don't work hard like this all the time. Like, I like to go 3 months, go hard, nonstop, and then I'll take a month off and just go do nothing. So that's how I'm able to maintain it, because I couldn't keep this pace up year round. And I write so fast and I shoot so fast, and it gives me a lot of downtime in between.
Well, okay.
That's the crazy part, Tyler.
Mr. Perry gets some rest.
Say, Mr. Perry.
You've done it in a way that has really changed the way it could be done. You broke the system. You know, they said in order for a show to go syndicated, you had to be 5 years, 22 episodes. Tyler, when you shot Meet the Browns and stuff like that, what was your shooting schedule like?
Boy. We were shooting probably 3 episodes a week. We went to syndication to 100 episodes in less than a year and a half, man. So but I hire a lot of theater actors who, and here's the thing though, I didn't learn in Hollywood. I didn't come up in that system. So nothing in that system made sense to me. So I would always find another way to do it. I could say, no, it doesn't take 7 days to shoot a sitcom. We can shoot that a lot faster. I just broke all those molds because I wasn't trained that way. That's all. I didn't learn that way, so I didn't have to unlearn it.
Tyler Perry, hold on one second, man. Hey, listen, y'all, we'll be back with more of the legend, Tyler Perry, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, y'all, we back as promised. We're going to do a little bit more right here. We got our buddy on the phone. I mean, a real family member, man. He sat in on the show. He's meant a lot to us over the years. We're talking with the one and only Tyler Perry. So, Tyler, here's the deal, man. This is what I was thinking. I'm going to just throw this out there on the air because I've been hustling this deal for a long time.
Here we go.
Yeah, man. Yeah, this one right here.
We pitching right now? We pitching?
No, I ain't pitching. This is pitched. Pitch.
He's gone. It's at the plate.
This is bought and paid for. I own this.
Okay.
This ain't
Here we
a
go.
pitch.
Let's
This
bring
is
it.
a
Let's bring it.
proposition.
Let's bring it.
I have shopped it. I have gotten several offers. I just don't like the people. I am telling you that you and I should do the Family Feud movie, period. I don't care what the deal play out to be. I think me and you should do it, man.
We talked about that, man. Let's figure it out. I'll be waiting on you.
Well, can I say something?
Mr. Perry?
No,
what do you want to say to Mr. Perry now?
I'm going to say to you, sir, it will help you get this deal done if you use the phrase Mr. Perry. It worked for me. I don't know.
Why you judging me, huh, Jay?
Yeah. There you go, Steve.
And can I add, Mr. Perry, that I am the best person to play Steve Harvey, Mr. Perry. I am the best one.
Don't act like you have to have some chemo.
See, black dudes. Hey, black ladies. Let me calm y'all down. You all are in the middle of black man humor. It don't have a lot of out of bounds on it. Oh my God! Did he talk about J. Anthony's chemo? Well, he getting it, ain't he? What you want us to do?
The only reason I brought that up is because Jay always brings it up. He always brings it up.
That's right, Tyler.
Come on, give me a job, man. You know I got to go to chemo.
But Tyler, look at you, blessed him like that. That's why you're so blessed. That's why you're so successful, Tyler.
Back.
That's why, because you always give back, and that's just it. And we look forward to seeing the movie A Fall from Grace. And tell us about the whole Netflix deal. Will we be seeing any more projects from you from Netflix?
Well,
on
you know,
Netflix?
I have my own streaming service, which is BET Plus.
BET Plus.
So this,
No. Stop. You ain't gonna just blow by this. No.
Blow that
Hell no. No, sound like people know what his ass done really done. I have my own. No, he bought it.
Yeah.
He's so big.
It was already there. He bought it.
What?
Y'all
What that
streaming
cost?
wrong. Here, stream this. Tyler was probably sitting in the meeting at BET and said, "I'd like to stream this." Well, we don't have that in the budget. I'll tell you what. Let me buy y'all's ass. Yeah, that's how that went. I done been in a couple meetings with him. I done seen it and went, "You better be a gangster boy."
You were saying, Tyler, go ahead.
So he was saying he bought BET Stream. He owns that now. Go ahead now, Tyler.
So I own a percentage of BET Plus. And
damn near all of it. That's the percentage. That man, you better stop. You're not finna come on here and do this. I own a percentage. Damn near all of it. Go ahead, Tyler.
So y'all kill me. So as far as Netflix goes, yeah, I love to do more with them. This is my first time working with them. I walked in that room and I never saw that kind of diversity in Hollywood anywhere. I was blown away. Blown away at my first meeting. So yeah, I want to do more with them, and hopefully there's some kind of partnership where we can do where I can buy all of Netflix.
Boy,
you got to own Netflix.
What?
Shut up. Yeah, all of y'all shut up. You know, Mr. Perry.
That's right.
Welcome aboard.
Hey,
Took you
let me
long
tell you
enough.
something. If this N-word by Netflix.
We're going to change the name to N-word Flicks. That's what we're going to change.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, man.
All right, y'all, that's it. Well, hang on. Tyler, hang on, man. We'll be right back. We'll be back with more from Tyler Perry right after this, y'all.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, y'all, we back as promised. Let me pull myself together here, because this is just... Jay, don't
It's
say
your
nothing
birthday,
else. Tommy,
too.
you shut up. You're stupid.
Okay.
Sick-ass people trying to get jobs because y'all sick. Leave some work for healthy-ass people. Sick of y'all. Let's get back to this interview. Hey, man,
That's great.
the movie is called Fall from Grace.
Fall from
everybody.
Grace.
It's on Netflix right now. It's a thriller.
Yeah.
It has so many twists and turns, you ain't
can't
gonna
figure it out.
believe it.
You can't.
You all have got to get it on, man. You know what, man? I've known this, but it's a really weird story, man, because a guy named Al Wash brought Tyler Perry to my house in 1997, 96. and was trying to get me to invest in these plays from this guy who had just been recently come out of homelessness. Well, the guy sitting in my house name was Tyler Perry. Mm-hmm. What Al Wash didn't know is I didn't have 2 damn quarters to scrape together. So they sitting there talking to me like I got investment money. If you had $25,000, I said, if I was thinking to myself when Al Wash said $25,000, I said, if I had $25,000, I wouldn't be talking to y'all too. I don't
know if I believe that though, because I was in that house. That house was sick. I pulled up in that house. I was like, Lord have mercy. Is this what I can do one day?
Tommy, no, Tyler. That's all I had. I bought that house with a $300,000 check that I had got from an advance from ABC. I put the whole $300,000 down on that $1 million house. When I put that money down, I had $1,700 left, and I had to go out to make that house note every month. I didn't have no money, but I had that house though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you had
that house.
Yep.
But hold up though. But Tyler, I've been to a few of your houses.
We all have.
Tyler got an island, boy. He got an island. What is you talking about?
I done walked into some places and went, this black bastard.
Look what God can do. Won't he do it?
Amen. Amen.
Hey, Tyler, it has been a pleasure, man, to have a relationship with you, to watch what you have done, to be the type of man you are, to go through what you've gone through, and to come out on this side of it and still striving, still climbing, still believing, still encouraging, still providing jobs for so many African Americans that wouldn't have it, man. You are, in our lifetime, Spike Lee started us into the directing capacity. I think Spike Lee was a big part of us. But in our generation, there has never been a black filmmaker, producer, provider of jobs and opportunities than Tyler Perry. And Tyler Perry Studios, standing in Atlanta, Georgia, is a testament to this man's real greatness in this Hollywood, his love for God and God's favor in his life. If y'all ain't been to Tyler Perry Studios, get your ass on the bus and get over there. I'm telling you right now.
One more time, Steve. One more time.
Get your ass on the bus and get over there. You're going to think of some white folks on it, but it ain't. It's his. 100%.
Yeah, it's so impressive. It really is.
I gotta say this. Let me say this. Hey, Tyler, I am so glad and grateful for what you are doing for Jay. I am so excited for Jay. But if Jay gets sick, do you have my number? Because it's
Wow, Tommy. You gonna do Jay like that, Tommy? That's messed up.
The movie is called A Fall from Grace. It is on Netflix right now. Tyler Perry wrote it. He directed it. He is the executive producer, and he also stars in it. A Fall from Grace.
So, Tyler,
I just want to say this one thing. Jay, watch your back, man. Tommy, watch your back. If something happens to you, I know who did it.
I know what's happening now. Okay, so I see what's happening now. So Tommy got cancer too. Okay.
So is Mr. Perry hiring sick people? Mr. Perry, I got an Oscar-nominated movie in script in my house right now. It's called Crisis, a sickle cell story. And the whole movie, I'm hollering.
Get in there,
hey, Tyler. Hey, man. I know this is your most ignorant interview that you do when you promote
ever.
By far.
And I want to apologize for all these people begging and everything. And just please pay attention to my request.
See that?
Thanks, Mr.
And
Perry.
Tommy,
It would be too much for me and Shirley to start begging, huh? Right now, Mr. Perry.
Y'all ain't sick.
Listen, only if y'all sick too.
We could get sick.
Dang, I'm so healthy right now, too. Man.
We can get the flu. We can get sick.
Yeah,
all right, y'all. Hey, right now, y'all, it's on Netflix.
A Fall from Grace.
A Fall from Grace. It's on Netflix. Everybody go check it out. Tyler Perry, nothing but love for you, boy. Appreciate you,
Love y'all, man. Y'all take care. Love y'all.
Thank you, man.
All right, coming up more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, happy birthday, Steve Harvey. Happy birthday to you. We love you. So grateful and thankful for you to be able to work with you all these years. We just appreciate it, and we're just grateful, and we love you.
Yes,
it is,
more than grateful. Just
Yeah.
put that in there.
Just,
Graciously grateful.
graciously grateful.
Grateful. I like
Grateful. Time now for today's Strawberry Letter. And if you need advice on relationships, on dating, on sex, on parenting, on work, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to Steve Harvey FM and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter on the air live, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now. That's for you, J. Anthony Brown.
I love it, baby.
Buckle up. Hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is, the Strawberry Letter.
All right, everyone, here's the subject.
What's the title?
One of my side pieces is stressing me out.
Getting on my nerves.
Dear Steve and Shirley, I am a successful executive and my job involves a lot of travel. I've been married for 20 years, but for the last 5 years, my wife has had some medical issues and she's gained a lot of weight. At first, she tried to keep her weight down, but then she just let herself go, and she's not happy with herself, so she stopped having sex with me. I did a very selfish thing and started seeing other women when I am on work trips. At one time, I had 4 different side pieces in 4 different states. They are all great women, but they don't hold a candle to my wife. So I knew I was wrong. 3 of them used me for money and dinners when I was in town, and that was fine with me. But one of my side pieces fell in love with me and wanted me to leave my wife for her. I told her that would never happen, and she lost it and screamed and cried and stormed out of my hotel. The next day, she showed up at my corporate office and told the receptionist she needed to see me. It was an emergency. She burst into the conference room and acted a complete fool.
Shirley,
What?
you got
Slow down, Shirley.
You can't read this letter this damn fast.
Okay, all right,
Back
okay,
up.
I'll slow it down.
Hyperventilating and everything.
Why? Why? It's
On
just
your
a
birthday?
Yeah, because I feel like it's me. I'm going home.
It's just a letter.
On this damn job for?
Man, I'm going to need
calm
chemo
down.
again after this letter. What the hell is going on?
Calm
We all
down.
felt like we was in this boardroom. We all felt.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll slow down. Okay. All right. I'll start here. I did a very selfish thing and started seeing other women while I am on work trips.
Let's get on back down here. I told her it would never happen.
Okay. I like this line. 3 of them used me for money and dinners when I was in town, and that was fine with me. But one of my side
That's what the
pieces.
game is, Shirley. That ain't nothing. Go ahead.
But one of my side pieces fell in love with me and wanted me
That
to leave
always
my wife for her.
That's wrong.
Okay.
That happens too. But here we get up. Go ahead.
All right. I told her that would never happen, and she lost it and screamed and cried and stormed out of my hotel.
Go ahead.
The next day, she showed up at my corporate office and told the receptionist she needed to see me. It was an emergency.
Why is this up or down here?
God.
Let that marinate. She bursted into the conference room and acted a complete fool.
And your
She
boss
burst
in there.
into the conference room.
Into the conference room and acted a complete fool, Steve, in front of the heads of my company.
Yeah, supervisor sitting right there.
Okay, I'm going to let that marinate for a minute because
Man, this
all the fellas
It
are
works.
upset, Carla.
What the hell is you
This the worst
doing?
letter we've ever had.
They don't have security. They don't have a security that can keep a crazy woman out. It just don't. They haven't invented it yet.
Steve,
Well, you
Jay,
need better
Tommy,
receptionists, Jay. You
Junior?
need better
Yeah.
reception.
breathe, guys, breathe. Okay,
But my
breathe.
boss is in here.
Yeah. She
Breathe.
burst into the conference room and acted a complete fool in front of the heads of my company. They knew she was not my wife, So they ushered her out and told me to get my personal affairs in order.
There go the promotion.
Yep. That was the warning.
I tried to call her, and when I did, I found out she blocked my number and blocked me from her social media accounts. She left a note at my hotel saying that she might have to pop up in my hometown to meet my wife and have a talk with her.
I ignored
See, that's where I was going to stop. On my own.
This is fatal attraction right
This
here.
is.
The hell is you outside for?
Steve want her to disappear.
All right, I'll continue. I have prayed and prayed about it, and I think the best thing to do. No, you're not going to like this line, Steve.
What, Shirley?
All right,
Shirley,
this is
what?
okay. I've prayed and prayed about it, and I think the best thing to do is to tell my wife everything.
Boy,
You
no.
lost your damn mind.
What?
Hell.
You are this letter already ignorant.
All right, let me finish. I've cut back on my side pieces. And I just have one now.
You don't
Any
know what
comments?
you're
Any comments from the
Man.
fellas? All right.
Better tell your wife they had a crazy person escape the psych ward.
I have talked to my pastor to get back on track. What do you think I should do? Should I tell my wife, or do you think my side piece was just trying to scare me? Listen,
Boy.
I think this crazy blank woman would burst into your office like this and clown like you said she did. I think she's capable of doing anything. All right. I'm gonna shorten my answer and say I think you should tell your wife everything. I know Steve's not gonna agree with that.
What? What in the world, Shirley?
Hell no. You
We'll
lost
have,
your
we'll have
damn
part
mind,
two.
Shirley.
We'll have
Go to
part
break.
two
Hey,
of the
go to
strawberry
Christian
letter
break.
at
Your part
23
is
after
over.
the
You know.
hour. One of my side pieces is stressing me out. We'll be back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, this is a crazy letter. We need to recap this one. Subject, one of my side pieces is stressing me out. Breathe. Breathe.
I got it.
Breathe.
I'm going to say everything need to be said. Been married
Make us
20
proud, though.
years.
Yeah.
Wife
Proud?
has got some medical
Don't
issues.
tell the wife nothing.
Gained a lot of weight. Tried to keep her weight down. She just let herself go. She ain't happy with herself. But she decided to stop having sex with me. Then the man did a very noble thing. He said in the letter, I did a very selfish thing. See, this man know he wrong. So he said, I did a very selfish thing.
Don't try to make him a hero.
No, what
No,
I'm
Have a
saying
heart,
is-
Shirley.
No, Shirley. He know he wrong. This ain't no hero move.
He had
I like the
four
way he
different
said
side pieces in four different
Will,
states.
will you be quiet, girl? We know what he got. And we
Mr.
know
Regent.
why he got him. Because he did a selfish move. He said it was selfish. But what he going she stopped having sex with him. She stopped.
What do you
He
want him
ain't
to do?
stopped.
I want
And
him
I
to work
started
it out with
seeing
his
other
wife.
women on work trips. At one time, I had 4 different side pieces in 4 different states. That's 4 and 4.
Yeah.
We know.
That's a box.
Mm-hmm.
That's
There you go.
everywhere you turn. It's they at every side. That's the life of completion.
Yes,
It is. There you go. It is.
Walls.
It is.
And
Come on,
they
boy.
are all great women, but they don't hold a candle to my wife. He's going back to make himself appear human and
Yes.
agonizing over his decision. They are all great women, but they don't hold a candle to my wife. So I knew I was wrong. 3 of them used me for money and dinners when I was in town, and that was fine with me. We know what the deal is.
Yes, we do.
It's a
You
trade-off.
just, Bill Withers wrote a song. You just keep on using me until
Yes.
you use
Use
me
me
up.
Come on, Bill.
Dun, dun.
My friends. They feel it's
Come
their
on.
appointed duty. But anyway, one of my side pieces fell in love with me and wanted me to leave my wife for her. I told her that would never happen. You should have said, let's think about this. But now,
What?
that'll never happen. No, you can't tell a crazy person facts. You have to say,
He
let's
didn't know
think
she
about
was
this.
crazy.
Oh, yes, he did. And she lost it. screamed and cried, stormed out the hotel room. Next day, here she go. She done brought her ass down to my damn job. Came into the corporate office, told the reception she needed to see me. It was an emergency. I don't know who this receptionist is we done hired.
Yes.
She done let her ass in the conference
now
room.
it's the
Pointed
receptionist.
at the door, talking about she in there. Now she done brought her crazy ass in this conference room, acted a complete fool in front of the heads of my company. They knew she was not my wife, so they had her ushered out and told me to get my personal affairs in order.
Yes.
All white folk looking at
Order
you.
now. Because this fool that came down to your job. I'll be damned.
Because he cheated.
Now you trying to call it and do like your boss is saying, get your personal affairs in order. Tried to call her. Found out she done blocked your number, blocked you from all her social media accounts. She left a note at your hotel saying she might have to pop in on my hometown to meet my wife and have a talk with her. Now, let me explain something to you.
What was that from Jay?
Whoa!
See, you gonna have a talk with who? You feel see, let me explain something. You done been in there and talked to these damn bosses. That didn't go good for me. You finna go ahead and talk to my wife. Now, this is where sinner man drags the Lord in it. I have prayed and prayed about it. You wasn't praying when you were screwing them. But now that it done turned left, you need the Lord now. Well, the Lord know you didn't need him then.
Hello.
So now, since you made these decisions, we have to live with these decisions. I have prayed and prayed about it, and I think the best, here's the key word. I think the best thing to do is tell my wife everything.
Yes.
When did you start thinking? You ain't been thinking in this whole letter.
Since you
You had
started.
4 women in 4
Come on,
different
huh?
states. You wasn't thinking then. You wasn't thinking when you let her in that damn conference room. You wasn't thinking. You wasn't thinking when your stupid ass told her that would never happen. You shouldn't have said it that. You can't. You got to let them down easier than that if you're going to be a
Yes.
friend. Now, all of a sudden, your dumb ass done start thinking. And guess what your stupid ass done thought of? I think I should go back in and tell my wife everything.
Yeah.
You so damn stupid.
You most stupid.
That's why she
Most
stayed in
stupid.
on your job. Because you stupid. Then you going to try to fix it. I done cut back on my side pieces.
Yeah.
And I just
that's
got
stupid.
one now.
Yeah.
That's
Well, I
really
hate to tell you
That-
this,
that make
player,
it better.
You ain't supposed to have none.
right.
Then this got even dumber. I've talked to my pastor to get back on track.
He having trouble with his.
Yo,
Jay!
You need
All
to
right, listen,
move.
we got to get out of here, Steve.
we
Post your
come back,
comments.
I'll tell you what you can do.
Okay. On today's Strawberry Letter at Steve Harvey FM or Instagram and Facebook. And don't forget to check out the Strawberry Letter podcast on demand. Now, coming up at 46 minutes after the hour, part 3 of this Strawberry Letter. Steve has more to say. Subject, one of my side pieces is stressing me out. I love that subject. I love the title. We'll be back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, we're back. This Strawberry Letter is too good. Subject, one of my side pieces is stressing me out. What you got?
This man done got in this affair with this woman. She done tripped, came down to his job, screaming at the top of her lungs. That embarrassed him. The bosses done pulled him to the side and said, hey, get your personal affairs in office. In order. You know good and hell well that ain't your wife. Okay.
All up here in the conference room.
Sit a minute. Wig on slanted.
Get your hands off me. Get your hands off me. Let me talk to David.
She got a leopard. She done came down there with a leopard dress on. Ain't nothing office about her. Lipstick smeared because she been crying in the car on the way down there. Makeup all over her face. Got that wig shifted. Got them sideburns in the front of her hair. Look like she got a Michael Jackson little cutie in the front of his head. Now she done came up in your job. Now you think for a minute that she ain't gonna have a problem going to your wife's house. You ain't gonna talk to your past. Who do you think that is? What? Bernard, do you have any idea what's going on in the hallway? No, I
need to talk to David.
Oh hell, no! No! You know, boss. Let me tell you something. Mr. Recliner, there's a lot of Davids in the world. I have no idea.
He know me. Charmaine.
Heavenly Father, dear Lord Jesus, Father God, help me in your name, Lord. I come to you with all grace and mercy and favor, realizing that I've been wrong, but I'm asking.
Last night he wasn't praying.
Jesus, remove her, strike her down, Lord. Take her pulse from her, Lord. Put her in ER, Heavenly Father, just her left side. Shut her left. Lord, I'm telling you, Jesus, if you don't do something now, she coming in here. Please, Heavenly Father God, if you could just cripple her just one time. It don't have to be permanent, but just drop her to her knees before she open that conference door. I'm asking all these things.
Maine is my name. He don't
Oh, Father God, help me, Lord. She gonna come in here.
She gonna come in here.
Excuse me, there's a Miss Charmaine outside.
Oh, Jay.
All right. I don't know.
Oh, man.
I think that's all on the strawberry letter that we can do.
He know me.
All right. We'll be back with Pimpin. Pimpin is up next with his NFL playoff picks coming up at the top of the hour right after this.
Man.
Come on, Charmaine.
He know me.
So good. You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you hear the music. That means only one thing. Pimpin is in the building on Steve's birthday, no less, with his playoff picks.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
What's happening, Pimpin?
What's up, Tommy? Man? Hey, what's up, Jay? What's going on with you, man? What's happening? Hey, Junior, what's happening, man?
What's happening, Pimpin?
Ain't nothing going on with this Rick, you know what I'm saying?
What is that?
Hey, what's up, Sharon?
Hey, Pimpin, good to see you. You know it's Steve's birthday.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm gonna get to that. This is a big one right here. I wore this for this. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Carla?
What's up, Pimpin? How you doing?
I'm ready, you know what I'm saying? You see it?
I see it. You stay ready, baby. I see
Do
it.
you see me?
I see you.
Jay?
Pimpin, you did it again.
Jay,
You outdid
what
yourself.
you think this? Look
love
at
it.
this.
Love it.
You know what
Love
this coat is right
What
here?
is that,
You know what
man?
this made out of?
What's
You
that?
ready?
Yeah.
This is cake.
I knew it.
Not
That's
that
cake.
The
not
whole
cake.
coat is cake.
It's a cake coat.
I love
Icing
cake.
on the shoulder.
Oh,
The
man.
whole coat is cake. All this is icing.
I love birthday cake.
Hold up. Just gonna let you out. You ain't even gonna believe this here. Look at this side. Look at that. Red velvet.
Yes.
Don't nobody do
Got
it
on
like
a
me,
cake
baby.
coat.
This boy
Hey,
wearing
you know, I
cake.
just wanted to say happy birthday to Steve, man. You know, one of the true cold players of all time. I'm going to just give you a little history of Steve. You know, Steve started out as just a little country boy. You know what I'm saying? He had studying conditioning and everything. You know, I knew his brothers and everything because one of his brothers was pimp. And that's another story. But, you know, and then he come up in Cleveland. And his mama was a Sunday school teacher. Man, I love Miss Harvey, man. She taught all of us about the Lord and stuff. I ain't listen, but she was in there teaching us about the Lord. And he grew up in the church and he sang in the choir. And he went to college and everything and he flunked out because, you know, he ain't that smart. But he had something, you know, and then just hang up in there and he just kept living his life, you know. And then he became in college this dude that don't nobody really know. He became this dude named Wonder Love. And so Wonder Love was born in 1974. This is history. And so Wonder Love produced nothing. Nothing. He wasn't nothing but vision, pimp. But he had a dream, and so he started DJing, and he became Stevie Starchild. And then that began his whole being on stage and everything. And then the dude fell on some hard times. He married this girl that he went to college with. He had kids right away, and it was too much for him. He couldn't handle it, so... folks say he ran off, but he really was chasing his dreams and everything like that. And then, and then it just one night, October 8th, 85, we went to Comedy Club, and boom, he was born, man. And then he met Jay. You remember when you met him?
I remember when I met him, Pimpin'. Yeah, man.
He was down there. What was the name of the place?
Nick's Comedy Club. It was Nick's Comedy Club, man. Nick's.
Yeah, they met that night, man. They been tight ever since. And next thing you know, Steve started working and fell on some hard times, and fell off, and he got homeless, and they thought he was gone. Everybody in Cleveland laughed at him, chuckle. Well, chuckle my ass. Who chuckling now? You know what I mean? You back in here got a radio show, TV show, game show, Africa, Botswana, on in Bali, or Dubai. He everywhere, you know what I'm saying? He wanted to coldest pimps in the game, man. I just want to say happy birthday to Steve, man. I know I was supposed to be doing playoff picks, but everybody I wanted to win lost, so I don't even really give a damn. All I know is New England ain't in it.
My man, Pimp.
Yeah, so thank y'all. Hey, that girl that be telling me 10 seconds, Crystal, what's up? How you doing? Yeah, you need to get to know me, learn yourself something.
All right, Pimpin'.
See you, Crystal.
Coming up, more music and more birthday shout-outs for Steve. Some trending topics and headlines at 20 minutes after the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, so not only is it Steve Harvey's birthday, it is also star-studded birthday. Steve, you are in some great company on your birthday. First of all, our baby, Carla's daughter, Tosha Farrell, is 12 years old. Happy birthday, Tosha.
Happy birthday, Tosha.
Yes.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday,
Baby girl, 12
Tosha.
years old.
Yeah.
Birthday.
Yeah. Also, our
Thank you,
forever...
guys.
You're welcome. Our forever First Lady, Michelle Obama.
Oh, really?
It's her
And that's
birthday
Elba,
today.
Elba. That's Elba.
Eva, that's right. Betty White, Steve,
Yeah.
is
Betty
98 today. Dwayne Wade is 38. Ray J.
Uh-oh.
Really?
The whole family famous.
Ray J's birthday.
Damn, I ain't know that.
Maury
not know.
Povich
Ray J.
had a birthday today. Has a
Really?
birthday today. Lil Jon. Yeah.
That's my dude out of
Yeah.
Atlanta, baby. I ain't
Tommy.
know that.
James Earl Jones' birthday is today.
This
Jim-
is CNN.
Yeah.
My son works.
Jim Carrey, his birthday is today.
yeah.
And the greatest, Muhammad Ali was born on this day,
Wow.
Steve.
Wow.
I know. I met him, I cried, man.
Yeah. All right, so happy birthday to everyone, and especially to our very own Steve Harvey. Wow, Steve.
Yes, sir. That's my dog.
All right, we'll have more.
My man, what's up?
We'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show coming up, and a birthday poem for Steve from Junior at 33 minutes after the hour, right after this.
Get it
Yes,
in,
Junior,
boy.
get ready.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, in honor of your birthday, Junior is here to bless you with a poem. What you got, Junior?
Yeah, since none of your, my other coworkers thought to even get you a gift.
Hey, wait a minute. You don't know that.
Okay, you don't throw us out there.
That's true,
Hey,
Junior.
hey, y'all didn't.
No, Junior, that's true. Go ahead.
Yeah, y'all didn't.
No,
so
that's true, Junior.
I
Go
can't
ahead.
afford nothing you wear or anything. So I just thought I'd put some words to paper. And this is what I came up with for your birthday, and I named it.
Junior,
I know. Are you about to?
Junior,
Yes, sir.
this is how you sounded when I called that hospital that time.
I know, but I'm trying to pull it together. It's near and dear to my heart. All right, man. Because my
But
other
don't have no
coworkers.
crisis while you talking to.
No, I'm not. But my other coworkers didn't even think to do nothing for you. Nothing.
They ain't done a damn thing.
They did nothing.
No idea.
Junior, they ain't did nothing. Go ahead, man. I accept
Okay,
it.
here we go. It's called Happy Birthday Steve poem. Here it is. Today's my boss's birthday. And I just want to say thank you for putting me where I am. But most of all, thank you for the pay. Because of you, I get to fly. I've been in limos and had some fun. If it wasn't for you giving me all of this great stuff, I just wouldn't have none. Now, when I'm walking down the street, people know my name. Even women start to hit on me, and my life is not the same.
This sucks.
So eat a piece of cake for me, blow out the candles, and enjoy the day. Happy birthday, Mr. Steve Harvey, but most of all, I still got to thank you for this pay.
That's
the end. I bet it be what you gave him.
You don't know what I gave him.
I think we can get a gift at the top of this poem. I really do. I don't know.
You think, Jay?
That's it. Thank you,
Steve, are you speechless right now?
Yeah. Are you churched?
I'm so moved.
Okay.
Telling you.
Well, that's nice. That's nice.
That was nice, Carla.
Yeah.
That was.
No, I think it was whack, but
it
wasn't for me.
I mean, did you?
I can't believe y'all always critiquing.
Did you feel any Langston Hughes in that? Or any? I didn't feel nothing like that.
I don't do Langston. I do Junior. I don't do Langston.
Well, boo.
Well, you can boo, Carla. It's okay. Well, I don't see your gift in your hand.
Oh, hello.
Don't worry about my gift.
Yeah.
Hello,
y'all knew it was his birthday yesterday. Y'all gonna come into work with nothing?
Junior.
Yes, huh?
And I'm not gonna get anything. You know why?
Wait a minute.
They get together and they say he has everything. I'm just
you
talking.
do.
Yeah. And you know, like you didn't. Like you don't take them out the country. Like they ain't go to Sandy Soul.
Huh?
What we're not going to do is sit in here and act like that poem was good. That's what we're not going to do.
There's something
Junior killed me. I couldn't have been a slave.
Thank
Junior.
you, Junior.
You too much for me.
You know what time? You would have been in the house anyway with your light-skinned ass.
And you short. You'd have probably had on a jockey suit holding the light out front by the step. Thank you, Junior.
You're welcome.
Coming up, our last break of the day and some closing remarks. Also, we're going to have an announcement about Disney Dreamers coming up and some closing remarks from Steve. That's at 49 minutes after the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, before, Steve, we get to our closing remarks, we do want to announce to our listeners that the Disney Dreamers Academy continues its dedication mission to providing youth with an opportunity to learn how they can harness the power of their dreams. And now, we're so excited to announce, ready for this one, the 2020 class of Disney Dreamers Academy has been selected. To see the class list, visit DisneyDreamersAcademy.com. Yes. We love Disney Dreamers.
Oh, man.
Yes,
Life's about to change right away, too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we do.
Going down there and do it again.
Hey, birthday boy.
Yeah, Steve, you're always giving back. It's part of your legacy, for sure.
Yeah, I hope that when it's all said and done, that I would be most famous for that. I do appreciate the comedy career that I've had.
Mm-hmm.
It has opened doors for me, doors that I never ever thought I would have opened. It's no way I saw this. You know, it's sort of funny, man. As you have birthdays, you're really talking to somebody that was born in 1957.
Mm-hmm.
I was born in 1957. At no point in my life did I think about 2020. At no point, man. I mean, seriously, at 30, there was no concept of getting to 2020. At 40, 23 years ago, to say 2020, you were saying something that was like, what? You're talking over 2 decades. How can I project that far? How can I want that far? How can I see that far? How can I anticipate that far? And I just look, man, on what God has done for me. In spite of all of the mistakes I've made, as I look back on my journey, He has never, ever forsaken me. He's never left me
to hang out, to drive. Now, I had some real droughts in my life, you know. I had some times, man, where I thought back at times. But God is so merciful and been so good to me over the years. He's allowed me back. He's let me find my way back. Now, you have to make a decision to come back. But whenever you decide to come back, whenever you decide to turn to him, he has open arms. And that's the message that everybody needs to get today. That you can get it wrong and get it right. That you can blow it and turn it around. That you can mess up and get all the corrections you need. That you can commit all the wrongs in the world and be forgiven. I'm so grateful on this birthday that God has forgiven me more times than should have been allowed. Happy birthday, boy. Appreciate you, player. Yeah, those are my closing remarks.
Wow, Steve.
Happy birthday, boy.
I like that. Happy birthday, Steve.
Happy birthday, up.
Yeah.
And thank you, Steve. Thank you for everything.
Go out here and go to work, man.
Yeah.
Go on out here and go to Africa. I'm in Africa. Go on out here and make something else happen. Yeah.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
Hey, we love you, man. Real talk.
Really?
No, we do.
Yes, we do.
I do.
Love
And
y'all
thank you for
too.
everything.
So
For
great.
life, man.
No, I appreciate y'all's support for holding me down. Whatever crazy idea I come up with, I know my team got my back. So I appreciate y'all, man. I'm going to go on out here now. Today, there are no dietary restrictions. Everything I'm eating is going to be fried and with sugar.
Love that.
Okay.
I love that. Eat a lot of
Everything.
ice
I don't give a
cream.
damn if it's fried chicken. I'm sprinkling sugar on it.
Happy birthday, Steve. We love you. For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.